changing our diet is it's a very difficult for all but the most desperate who are sick and need to change to get well, or the most fanatical and ego-driven and competitive people who want to like beat numbers, make records. They have like some sort of idea, like, you know, some sort of ranking system, a rating, you know, or a personal best time, you know. I used to be like that, like super fanatical like that. Like I used to have times for everything. Yeah, it's just a certain level of development, but it is a little bit. if I may say, it's a little bit immature, and that's okay, you know. I'm still immature in some ways. Probably my psychic abilities definitely could do a lot of maturing. They're okay, but could be a lot matured. But yeah, you get me. I'm not trying to be judgmental or mean to anybody. But yeah. So yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, changing our diet is a challenging one, and I think it's like largely mental. It's emotional, social, and physiological. For me, it's most emotional. It's about how we deal with our emotions, because most of us eat heavy food and like cooked food and omnivorous food, like non-vegan food, even cooked vegan food. But you know, it's processed food, fast food. It's all to sedate ourselves, to numb us, to dumb down and numb our emotions to a certain level, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm far from judging anyone whatsoever. Like I even still do it probably. But I do when I'm eating raw. I could probably do with just having some, like, maybe some raw chocolate, or especially when I'm tired. And I try not to do it, like I'm kind of breaking the habit, you know, or especially the avocados for sure. But it's not so much that I do much these days anymore, because really cooked food is like far more of a sedator and a stimulant than avocados by a long way. But yeah, most people like eat for emotional reasons or boredom. It's just, again, it's all emotions. Sometimes it's mental, where you think you should, you think you're going to fade away and die if you don't eat, or you're used to eating every 2 or 3 hours, or whatever the case may be, and you think you should eat, but your body's not telling you it wants it. So yeah, there's a certain quotation saying less is more, and I do agree with that. And like my friend John DePass says, and various other people say as well, real healing doesn't happen when we eat. We don't heal by eating. We heal by having an empty stomach, by emptiness. Healing happens on an empty stomach. And Arnold Ehret, who's passed on, a great teacher, or Orville Douglas, almost 10 years just eating fruits only. He just eats a bowl of cherries or a bowl of fruit a day only. Like he says that, John DePass. Many of us know it, you know. And like Jasmuheen, who lives on Prana, very famous person, one of the original in this generation of like what some people call breatharians. But it's more about frequency and energy than breath. It's more about tuning into energy and frequencies, and it's about raising your own frequency too. It's not just about like physiological stuff. It's also about like growing and developing virtues and positive higher vibrational states. So Jasmuheen is awesome. She says like just eat less, breathe slower, simple. It's not all she says. She has books, and I wouldn't mind getting 1 or 2 of her books, because I did resonate with her highly spiritual part of herself. Nice deep breath. Yeah, the other thing I want to say, yeah, it's emotional, but it's also social. It's how, and social is down to our emotions, like how emotionally comfortable are we about eating either a salad or nothing, or a juice, or even just a hot drink, even if it's not raw, but it's still vegan though. That's where I'm at anyway sometimes. Or even just like eating some fruits when we're at a social meetup and cooked, nice smelling kind of cooked food. So a lot of it's just about like our own evolution, mental, emotional, social. But I do find it's also physiological, because the more we eat lighter, the more we'll detox, and we'll crave what we're detoxing for the most part. We'll sort of instinctually want to slow down or detox from getting too much, where we feel too uncomfortable, like mentally, emotionally, and physiologically uncomfortable. So it is physiological too. So it takes time to adapt mentally, emotionally, and physiologically, because look, we have a lot of like mixture of candida, bacteria, and even parasites, and maybe even yeast too. And these type of things will crave things like bread, possibly even like stuff like meat or animal derivatives if we're used to that and they're in our body. So it takes time to like readapt and to change our internal environment. They do say there's around approximately 200 trillion microscopic organisms in our body, such as bacteria and probiotics and all this sort of stuff, where there's approximately 100 trillion human cells. But that's just a generalization, as if we measure it or we can measure that properly. But yeah, the point is a substantial amount of them, and they have cravings and they want to eat food. And when a whole lot of millions of them or trillions of them want to eat their food, they'll come across as our craving. So yeah, changing your diet will gradually change your internal makeup of your intestines, where they mostly all live. So yeah, so I hope that helps this video, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Lots of love to you. So yeah, if anyone wants to like share any of my videos or share if anyone promotes me and my work, my passion, I do life coaching and healing. I do relationship coaching and healing. I do self healing or self-awareness teaching, and I do family, like helps promote and support family healing too, because I'm all about the family. I'm all about everyone else's family, not just mine too. And yeah, I have 40% off my coaching, and I also have a herb store called Higher Self Herbs, where I sell herbs and superfoods. And there's just for first-time subscribers, it's 20% off. You just use the code that's underneath this video, the coupon code. It's a beautiful coupon code. And anyone who supports or promotes or shares my website with others, just tell me, and I'd love to give you a little bit of a bonus or a gift or like a little token of my appreciation. I like to give back, and I do believe in kindness very strongly, and mutual promotion and helping each other out. I'm very big. Warms my heart, and it touches my heart to do that. So thanks for anyone who's ever done that for me as well. I share other people's work a lot too. And yeah, another thing, befriend me on social media as well. I'd love to hear from you, connect or collaborate. And have a gorgeous day, and lots of love, appreciation and gratitude. I'll talk to you next time. And thanks for everyone who's shared, liked and subscribed and commented also. You're all very welcome to do that too.